Hi, this is Alon with SDA Properties. The purpose of this video is to talk about how to overcome anxiety or obstacles in 3 simple ways that can help you, whether you're in real estate, in sales, in sports, or in life. Anxiety and stress comes from the unknown, from thinking about an event in the future that you're worried about, failing, embarrassing yourself, not measuring up, letting somebody down, or you're possibly even worried about success. The big thing, and we'll go through some of those in other videos, is to go with a 3-prong attack. One I call deep breathing. The Navy SEALs or Special Forces call it tactical breathing or box breathing. And we'll briefly describe it here today, but we'll go in more depth in another video. So number one, you got to control your breathing, because when you're anxious, when you're scared, when you're nervous, you start panting or breathe from the chest. The goal is to breathe from the diaphragm and control your breathing in a steady manner, which we'll discuss again shortly. Number two is having a mantra. With a mantra, it could be something you could say to yourself: my mind is here to serve me. I'm not here to negotiate my mind. What I say we do something, we do it. You could say something else like, I got this, easy day. You could say something else that would say something like, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I'm going to make it. But something to get you going that you could say in your mind. The third thing, and probably also a critical thing, is focusing on the smallest arc to victory, on micro goals. Instead of focusing what you need to do tomorrow, instead of focusing what you need to do in a week, in a month, focus on the smallest arc to victory. What steps you can take right now that will lead you closer to your goal. So let's briefly describe number one, which is controlled breathing. And we'll do more in another video. With box breathing, also called tactical breathing, and you can Google that, there's many ways of actually doing it. But the premise is to inhale through your nose to a count of slow, steady count of 4. You want to hold the breath to a count of 4. Now, there are some of those that say you want to exhale through your mouth like you're, blowing a candle to a slow count of 4. I've recently changed it to blowing out through my nose to a slow count of 4 and holding the empty count to a count of 4. So inhale to a count of 4. Hold the count to a count of 4. You might want to have your mantra right there in your mind when you're holding the count. Exhale to a count of 4. Hold the empty breath to a count of 4. And again, go through your mantra. You can repeat this 3-4 times. You can do this several minutes a day. I recommend start doing this 5 minutes a day as meditation, and do this at different times when you're stressed, not even before you're stressed. If you're waiting in line somewhere or if you're in traffic, practice it anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes at a time to get you ready. Do it before a big meeting, before a presentation, before a big game. You can also do it afterwards to relax yourself. So again, controlled breathing, having a mantra, something that will keep you positive. And then the third part is having the goal of focusing on the smallest arc to victory. What can you do today? What can you do now in this moment to get you closer to your goal? When I used to coach high school basketball, there are times teams would get down maybe 20 points. So instead of focusing on getting it all back, we focused on one possession at a time, one basket at a time. We focused on things like, let's get 3 stops in a row, or let's focus on playing in 4-minute spurts instead of focusing on a 32-minute game, which is a high school game. So breaking into small goals, whatever it is for you, take one step at a time. Don't look behind you, don't look in front of you, just focus on what needs to happen now. What's the most important activity that you can take or action that will get you a step closer to your goal? So again, deep breathing, controlled deep breathing, having a mantra, and taking the smallest action, the smallest arc to victory will help you get closer to your goal and beat anxiety. I hope this helps. If you found this video useful, subscribe to our YouTube channel, SDA Properties, and feel free to leave comments. Have a great day.